Hi all. So today in this video we'll be learning about numbers in Python. So what are the things we'll be covering here? Like we'll be learning about arithmetic operators and also we'll be learning about logical operators. So these two things we'll be learning here in this video. So first, let's say um, in Python we have different types of number, right? Say like we are writing like number uh, 3, or maybe it can be number 2 equals to 5. Okay, so what is the type of this number or digit, right? You may say like it is an integer type. So let's how can I confirm it? So there is a way to do that. So we just have to use one inbuilt method which is type, and then we need to pass this num2. And now if I run it, and let me check if I have anything. Okay, there is nothing, all are commented. So if I run it now, okay, before I run it, I will like here I'm using one decimal, I mean, which is having a decimal numbers, right? So 3.14. So in computer terms, we call it as a float, right? So let's run it, and you can see as we assume like okay, this is integer type, so the type is int, and this is floating, so that is the type is float. Right. Now, what would be the type of Boolean? Right. So here we are not considering about Boolean, so that is why I'm not covering here. So we only learn about numbers. So numbers is like integer or float. So in this in Python we have these two types of number. Okay. So let's say we have a big number. Okay. Let's say something like this. And now if I run it, let's say what happens. So here also you can see this is integer type. So there is no such long or something like that. So all are integer. If this there is no decimal point, so then it is integer. Now if I put a decimal point here, and now if I run it, you can see this becomes float number. Okay, so I hope we got this part, and now I'm making it comment. Now let's remove this part. So not removing, but this is just for understanding purpose. So in addition, we can do using plus sign. Subtraction, we can do using minus sign. Multiplication, this star. Division is slash. Okay, and the float division is double slash. So what is float division and what is division, that will be learning here. And what is exponent? Exponent means 5 to the power 2. So that is 25, and modulus is 5 ampersand 2, so that is the remainder. Okay, so let's run it and let's see how it is working. So let me use like print 5 plus 2, and let's run it, so we can get 7. Then let's do that like the multiplication, and we're getting 10. I'm not doing the subtraction, that you can try. Now let's run about this division. So division means it's just the normal division, like 5 by 2 equals to 1.2.5, right? So 2.5 should be the answer. So that we got it. Now what is float division? Float division is it will just ignore this decimal part, and it will just show you, give you I mean it will just drop the decimal part. That's it. So let me run it, and you can see it gives the 2. So 2.5 or 2.5. So that zero point 0.5 part will be dropped. That's it. Okay. Now one more thing is pending, that is exponent. Let's learn about, let's see that what is it doing. So exponent is just the to the power. So it is 25. And the last one is modulus. So that is like the remainder. So 5 remainder 5 modulus 2. So this operator is known as modulus operator. And if you do this 5 modulus or 5 ampersand 2, that should be 1. And let's say if I am making it for example 17 divided by 3, or sorry, 17 modulo 3, and in that case it should be 2, because uh, up to 15 it is divisible. 5 into 3, that is 15, and 17 minus 15 equals to 2. Okay. I- Now let's move to the next part. So this is one more options to multiply. Like we can do like num equals to 2, just assigning this value to this number variable, and then we are just multiplying this number variable with 2. So it can be done like that, like num into 2, but there is a better way to do that. That is like you do not have to repeat this num again. So what you have to do, just you have to do this star and equals. So num star equals 5, so that becomes 10. Okay. Okay, so next next we have few um, again inbuilt method like type, right? So this is abs means absolute. So what we are doing, we are just giving a negative number and it should give us the absolute number. So what is the absolute number of minus 2? That is 2. Okay, and here what we are doing, um, this is a 3.75, this is a float type number. Now we are rounding it off. So rounding it off means what should be round off of this 3.78, and let me first remove this part, and if I do it, it should give us 4 because 4 is the closest integer type. So after rounding off, it should become 4. Now what we want, like we do not want 3.78 to become 4. We want it to become 3.8. Okay, that is the closest number. So after rounding up just up to one decimal point, we are rounding off. So for that, we need to mention this one here. This parameter we need to pass. So it becomes 3.8. Now let's say we have few more uh, value. So let's say I want to round it off up to 3 decimal points. So I just have to mention 3, and it should give me 3.788. Okay. Okay, I hope this is clear. And next part is comparison. So comparison is like equals, not equals, greater than, less than, greater than equal, and less equal. So let's try that. So we have we have taken two numbers, okay, and here we are just printing like whether what is the value of this. So this should always give us a boolean option like true or false. So if I just run it, so it should give us true because number one not equals to number two. That is actually, I mean, correct. So what if you do like this, equals to num2, it should give us false, right? So yeah, that's true. And let's say if I'm doing like if it is less than num2, so num1 less than num2, that is actually true. Yes. And if I do the opposite one, so in that case it should give us false, right? And also if I give like equals to, so num1 greater than equals to, that is also false, right? So hope this is clear. And the next one is like we are actually uh, adding two numbers, but it is not exactly number, it is a string. Inside that we have written a number, right? So this is actually a string. So what is the type of this value? So we already know like it should be str type, right? So if I just print the type here, okay, and let me just run it now. So you should get like this is str class str. So the type of this num1 variable is str. So this is string. Now we are doing this operation of plus, that means addition. So what should be the result? So you can see it is actually concatenating. So plus operator on string always do the concatenation. So that is why we are getting this value 200300. This is not a number. This is actually a string str. Now what if you want to do the numeric addition, right? So in that case, what we have to do, we have to just do a typecast. So integer, and here we need to mention integer. That's it. And now if I run it, it should give us 500, 200 plus 300, 500. I hope you are you have understood it, and Let me know if you have any question. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.